Yo, man. Yo. What's up?
What's up, man?
I have one question. Do you know where is the nigga? Where?
Fuck you say to me?
I ask you, where is the nigga?
You want to know where a nigga is?
No, man. I ask you, where is nigga?
What the fuck you mean with a nigga? Fuck you mean with a nigga is?
What happened with him?
Yeah, we got a call from the school telling us that there had been a racial incident on the playground and that our son had heard and been called the N-word. And as soon as we got that call that afternoon, we rushed over to the school to check on the health and safety and welfare of our child.
And what was the reaction when you brought up these issues to the principal?
She was combative, dismissive, and basically said, quote, if you don't trust me, then you can basically leave and take your son elsewhere.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I actually did a news brief on my Instagram page. If you want to see that, you can, but this is going to be the full expose. This couple had their kid in a private school. I think it was a mostly majority white school, and somebody called him the N-word, and his parents was called. When they got there, instead of reprimanding the kid that called the little boy the N-word, the family was told, as you just heard, that if they didn't like it, they could take their kids somewhere else. Now, this is the problem that I have in America, right? And I know it's going to be some white people in the comment section talking about all white people ain't racist and yada, 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 and why do black people always play the race card. And I'm not going to necessarily demonize white people in this situation, because as much as the fuckery keeps going on in America, right, on both parts, mostly white people part, and don't get me wrong, niggas do fuckery. However, y'all winning. But this is more like an antidote to black people. Like, stop putting your kids in positions like this. When you put your kids in predominantly other races schools, kids are cruel. Kids like to target other children. School ain't nothing but child prison. What I mean by is, they're supposed to go there and do one thing. Clearly, kids get bored, their attention span wanders, they start bullying, and this can happen in black schools. However, considering racial relations in America, my antidote is stop putting your kids in schools where they're outnumbered. Homeschool or put your kids in black schools. Now, this uppity ass couple, and he looked like Digimon, the nigga from the Amistad movie, and she sounds like a uppity black woman that got a fucking college degree in some bullshit, because she probably don't even work in the field she went to school for. However, when black folks get money, they typically put their kids in white schools. This never works out. Your kid's gonna go through a hazing or ritual of some sort. They're gonna get racially bullied. They're gonna have to learn how to fight. And I put up previous episodes where I talk about bullying is healthy. However, for black people, this gets redundant. As a black person, as an outsider looking in, or as an insider looking in, or insider looking out, however you like to see it, this shit gets redundant. Like, I'm actually tired of hearing this shit. I don't give a fuck that your kid was getting racially targeted, right? Clearly, the principal didn't give a fuck. And let's just put it like this: in the 400 years of racial bullying in America, it's not really gotten that much better. Now, I'm not going to say it hasn't got better, because it has. I mean, you don't see black people hanging from trees. They usually get shot in the streets. However, it's a lot more freedoms. Social interactions are a little bit more better. But it's not too much. I have to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst back in the day, from Jim Crow all the way to slavery, right now we at a cool 7. That's not saying much. If a black person goes in the wrong area and it's a white couple or a police officer that's non-black, he's gonna get accosted, or she's gonna get accosted. Ask what the fuck you doing here, even though you have the right to walk wherever the fuck you want unless you did a crime. right? But you go in places where you're outnumbered, you are the crime. So, like, it hasn't gotten that much better. The solution is to isolate, insulate, and separate. Now, that's not to say, like I said in a previous episode, that's not to say that we can't live amongst each other or go patronize each other, right? But at the same frequency, I think it's not needed. I think there's a tribal reconditioning where every group needs to just fuck with their own people, get their mind right? Start learning better education, sociability practices, norms, values, principles, manners, respect, and then go into other places and mingle with other people. Because clearly this shit's always going left, like, and it's not their fault. Like, they not wrong, they're not the wrong party. The principal is, because I don't know what the hell she looks like. Her last name is Rast, but she made the wrong decision. And time and time again, you got to ask yourself, like, when are people going to start making the right decision? Like, why the fuck are we still making the wrong decisions, white folks? Because if it was the other way around, black people typically logically come up with the solution to the problem. All right, you was called out your name, that kid gets rolled up, goes to detention, gets suspended, it's over. You gonna kick the kid out that was called a nigga. Make that make sense. So to save face and to actually save yourself some heartache, do what you need to do, and what you know what to do. Like, a lot of black folks be knowing what they need to do. You need to keep your kids away from shit like this. But they get a little money. They hear that the school system in this particular county is good. Yeah, the school system is good, not the fucking the people that they hire or the badass ingrates that go there. Like, people, it always perplexes me when I see a black person, they talk about, oh, the school system over here is good. Yeah, the school system in Gwinnett County is probably better than Atlanta Public Schools. The fucking teachers are probably jackasses, as we saw that one teacher that was writing the N-word on the whiteboard, and he got suspended. So yeah, like, school system may be better, kids are graduating at higher rates, but the people that teach there ain't shit, and the kids that go there ain't shit. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.
No.